The arguments over abortion have been returned to the states as a result of the Supreme Court decision overturning Roe v. Wade and saying states need to make these decisions independently of the federal government. Basically going back and correcting what was a terrible decision, even in the eyes of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. People knew this was a bad decision that was weak and was likely to fail at some point, which it did. Now, people have gone crazy. Oh, my God, the Supreme Court's against abortion. The Supreme Court takes no position on abortion. That's the point. The Supreme Court says that's a decision for state lawmakers to make in 50 different state capitals. Joining me now is David Kallman from the Great Lakes Justice Center. David, this is a case that has, gotten a lot of attention, of course, right?
That's for sure, Steve. Good to be with you again.
Good to see you, my friend. I know you were going to take a couple of days off, and then, work intervened again. That happens. Sorry about that. But you're focusing on this lawsuit, and I want you to give the folks a little bit of the background. The governor of Michigan, I think it was back in April, Governor Whitmer went and sued some county prosecutors, basically saying, if Roe v. Wade is overturned, this came after the leak from the Supreme Court, if it is overturned, I'm going to sue you so you can't enforce the law on the books in Michigan from 1931 that makes abortion illegal, right? Take it from there.
Yeah, that's correct, Steve. We represent two of the prosecutors she sued, Jerry Jarzinka from Jackson County and Chris Becker from Kent County. And she is arguing that the basis for her lawsuit is that there is actually a right to abortion contained in Michigan's Constitution, even though the U.S. Supreme Court has said there's nothing in the federal Constitution now that creates a right to abortion. She thinks the Michigan Constitution does. The only problem with that is all of our case law, and there's precedent here in place right now, has said that there is no right to abortion in Michigan's Constitution. Yet she's filed this lawsuit as trying to change the law. She's claiming she's doing it to enforce the law. She's not. The law, if she were to enforce it, would be that there is no right to abortion. And so by trying then to ban prosecutors around the state from prosecuting under a validly passed and enacted law is frankly beyond the pale. It's repeating the mistake of Roe v. Wade, Steve. And so now
to be clear on this, I want to make a point here. The Michigan Constitution that is in place was written, I believe, in 1963, a decade before Roe v. Wade, right? So it is highly unlikely that the lawmakers a decade before Roe v. Wade, which was a reach to say the least, were putting into the Michigan Constitution a right to abortion because the people in Michigan would have gone crazy in 1963 over such an assertion, right?